Hey, hey everybody. Welcome to Nerds, where Keelan has plenty of room to sit on the couch. She's not being crowded out at all. You're fine. I didn't want you to sit over there. Hey, Lawrence, what's up?
Hi, Keelan.
What's on the docket for this week? We gotta talk about some things.
What do you want to talk about?
Okay, so first off, we've been seeing a couple of movies lately. There's been a lot of movies coming out lately.
Yeah.
So I think first of all, we should do some trailer reactions, right?
Okay.
Okay, so what would be your reaction to this trailer? Child's Play. I think that reaction is, please don't make me see it. Alright. John Wick 3. Ambivalence.
Is that what it is?
Watchmen on HBO.
Why?
I think you have the same reactions to a lot of these. You know, you gotta spice it up, give it something different, vary it a little bit.
I'm sure with the next one I'll have more variety, for sure.
Spider-Man Far From Home.
I like Spider-Man.
Okay. You're supposed to tell me with your face.
Oh.
Good. Perfect. Good, great. Grand. Wonderful. So, Endgame. How did you like it?
The Avengers movie?
The Avengers movie.
Well, it's been out for 2 weeks and we've only seen it once, so what do you think?
Oh. And damn, son.
Damn,
Yeah.
son.
Okay, we saw it on Lawrence's birthday. It came out on Lawrence's birthday. And I thought he was going to be so mad that he couldn't sleep. He was really mad, but he went right to sleep. So I know you weren't actually that mad.
I never get that mad about anything.
Really? I've been that mad
sleep.
about a bunch of things.
I can usually go right to sleep if I need to.
True. So it doesn't mean that you weren't mad, because you were.
I wasn't that mad. I was just disappointed, maybe.
Yeah, because things didn't make logical sense.
I think it just wasn't super necessary. I think at the end of the day, it was kind of like, oh, this isn't really a story I needed to see. And, I don't know. There was just a lot going on that it wasn't needed. It was super long. Yeah, I don't know. I had no desire to see it again, like, immediately. Like, obviously I'll watch it again at some point, but it's like, it's not a movie that I'm like rushing, can't wait for it to come out on video, can't wait to see it again, can't wait for it to, whatever. And it's like, it's just disappointing. It's like they, I don't know, it's like they dumbed it down and tried to give fan service that wasn't really needed, because as like fans, it's like we've kind of had everything. So it's kind of like, can't you just give us something that we haven't had, but maybe in just like a more concise way, so that, I don't know, so we're more willing, like we feels more like something we need to sit through again, that we'd like to sit through again. I don't know, it just took all of like the things that we liked about all of the characters and kind of like made us feel dumb for liking them. It's kind of...
Yeah, kind of like shoved your stuff down your throat.
Yeah, it's kind of similar to Star Wars. Like I don't know, like the last Star Wars movie, like...
Not nearly as egregious, but...
Yeah, but it was the same kind of concept. It was like, it's a bunch of characters that we think we know and that we like, and they thought it was just good enough to just have the characters in there doing something, and
put all the ladies in one frame.
Yeah.
Well, I guess movies have turned more into, like, commercials.
Yeah, it's more about the idea of it than it is about the actual, like...
Yeah.
Like, thing.
Like, yeah, like the art of story and the art of filmmaking is just not the point of it.
Well, not always, anyways. I mean, some cases it can be, but it just, like... I think that's what's so disappointing about it, is it's like, you hear it's going to be super long, and you're like, okay, well, maybe they're going to tell this really, like, intricate, like, fun story. It's going to be a nice adventure, and then kind of wrap everything up. And it was really none of that. I mean, the plot was super simple. Most of the parts of it felt very rushed, and not really, like, again, not necessary.
And not having great causes for things to lead to other things.
Yeah.
A lot of,
muddied motivation.
Coincidences,
Yeah. Well, yeah, you think about, like, who really had motivation to really, like, do anything that happened in that movie, because like the whole movie, like doing a time jump and having a movie set around, with characters that had kind of moved on or had kind of given up, like, and then they're even reluctant to start down the path. It's like, you would rather there have been more urgency on the character side of things, because it was more like, I don't even know how to describe it. It was more just like, I don't know. They just didn't have a reason to go down that path. Like, they would just sort of moved on. You know, if it was more like, you know, someone had been trying to fix the the mistakes that they'd made or the shortcomings that they had made, you know, from whatever it was, you know, 5 years earlier. No one was really trying to make things right.
No, they were running a support group. It was more like...
Yeah, it was more like they were kind of just presented with the possibility of making things right 5 years later, and none of them were even sure that that's what they wanted to do. You know, and it was just kind of like, this just feels really weird, and you give Iron Man weird motivations to, like, you know, not fix things, but then he does, and then, you know, and then... I don't know. And, you know, so it's like everything was just kind of muddy, and it was like you kind of like stripped down your core heroes instead of allowing them to be the ones that kind of like, you know, have a reason for sacrifice, have a reason to wrap up their stories, you know, but also kind of just like tip your hat to the legacy of the last 10 years, and just wasn't really any of that. I think it really was more about, you know, maybe the mixed up direction that they're heading in rather than kind of where they came from and kind of what's worked about the last 10 years. And it kind of makes you less excited going forward, like what their plan really is and like what they've got coming. So I don't know. It's just some thoughts, I guess.
Yeah, and not as sad to see it go, because what did it mean really in the end? Because yeah, they weren't really about saving stuff until like they were forced to, which isn't super heroic like, which is kind of the point of superheroes. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So that's a lot of cool stuff to say without spoiling absolutely anything. Now we can say no spoilers.
Yeah, I mean, it was a little bit spoilery, but I don't know.
Oh, a little bit. Tiny bit.
Yeah.
Alright, but what about Detective Pikachu, though?
Have you seen that?
Have you seen that?
As of the taping of this video, have you seen that movie?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we saw it yesterday.
Yeah, it was tight. Yeah. Okay. So, like, my reaction is like... What was your reaction?
To Detective Pikachu? Yes. I was like, down like this. I was like...
And then he was like... I thought it was completely for girls. I thought it was totally geared at girls, which is smart, because I do think, having been a Pokemon player, Pokemon Go player also, and playing with all kinds of people around town, I feel like, well, it was kind of 50-50, but like, a lot of girls. And the Pokemon were like, really cute and fuzzy and cuddly, excessively so, and Ryan Reynolds, and the young male lead, and yeah.
Ryan Reynolds was in it?
He's a Pikachu.
Oh, he plays the Pikachu.
Uh-huh. He just wants to get a Pikachu.
Okay.
That's what he said walking by, at least. He was staring through the window.
Oh, okay.
Anyway. But you weren't overly thrilled?
I thought it was fine. I didn't have any major complaints with it. I didn't have really any expectation either.
I liked how cool Mewtwo was. I liked they had all the starters. I would have wanted to see a little more variety in the evolved Pokemon types and the flying types. There were no flying types except for like Pidgeotto. But we got cards!
Pokemon cards?
Yes!
Which ones did you get?
I don't know, let's open them and see! Open up, open up.
Holographic Pikachu.
Pikachu! What is your... Mine is Coffee Break and Corkscrew Punch.
Coffee Break and Corkscrew Punch. Man, this must be like a one in a million chance that we both got the same one.
I got Charmander. Sweet.
I got Psyduck.
Psyduck! Psyduck! What does your Psyduck do?
It panics, and this Pokemon is now confused.
Do you're confused? Psyduck. So cute. Detective Pikachu, I think is sweet. I mean, I had to go see it, right? They made it, like, for me. They didn't actually make it for kids, because kids don't have money. They made it for all the 30-year-olds out there walking through town on their phone with 10 different chargers coming out of their pockets, trying to play the game in the freezing cold weather, and everyone like, did I catch it? No, I only got 11 more balls.
No,
What are those all the different ones you can get? I never saw this. Oh, I want that Mewtwo though. Yeah, Charizard has a lot more health though. Mm-hmm. I don't even know if I ever evolved my my Greninja because I got tired of updating the game, so that's when I stopped. So, this has been Nerds Times 3.
Nerds,
Lawrence
nerds.
was very excited this whole episode.
Did the whole episode too.
Didn't even mind. Didn't have to trick him into doing or nothing.
Didn't move.
Well, if you want to check us out on Twitch, here's our Twitch names.
Twitched.
And take care now.
Bye then.
Let us know what trailer reactions you want to see. Okay, bye.
Bye.